Welcome back to the Park Bowl. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, along with Chuck Rasmussen, as we are set to bring you game number 2 today. And I tell you what, it's going to be a good one here. I think, Chuck, we had a premier game last night. This probably the premier game today.
I'm agreeing with you, Ken. Two pretty good teams going at it here this afternoon. It's Westby Coon Valley coming in with a 17-5 record. Bangor at 7-6. We saw Bangor plays last night, a tremendous game with Viroqua. They were defeated 2-0 in 10 innings. All right, leading things off for Westby Coon Valley is Devin Nedland. Nedland able to take the second pitch towards center field, right center field, and Kropp will get it and throw it in. Stops there to get his shoe tied.
Yeah, that was a very exciting 2-0 score
It was.
for a ball game. My goodness.
A long game, 2 hours and almost 2.5 hours.
Correct.
But very well pitched, tremendous defense, and it was fun. All right, that is Butzler putting down a bunt. He's going to be handled by Tucker, and Tucker throws over to Brock Boers for out number 1. Sacrifice.
Nice job there. He did exactly what needed to be done. If he was going to do it any better, he'd try to get it a little further away from Tucker, but Tucker coming off the mound real quick.
Yeah, well, your job in that situation there as a batter is to get that down so you can advance the runner. Bo Milutinovic batting now. Milutinovic pitching today. Number 5. Runner on second is Devin Nedland. And that was Connor Butzler that put down that sacrifice bunt.
Tucker took the loss last night.
Through 29 pitches, is that correct?
Correct.
So he basically starts with a free slate today,
he gets
a new slate.
Whole 105.
Okay.
So watch out there. I'm sure they'll use it as much as they can.
Ground ball hit towards the third base. Mitchick bounces one over to first. A nice scoop there.
He's going to be safe,
by
though.
Brock Boers, yeah. It was a good hustle there by Milutinovic. And I'm going to say that he's going to call that one a hit, isn't he?
I would certainly think so, yes. Well, you get that AstroTurf type bounce, and this ground very hard, and, you know, it did take that high one, and, boy, I tell you what, good speed there on the base pass now.
Okay, runners at first and third. This is going to bring up Bodie Dempsey. Dempsey playing left field, batting left-handed. Runner at first will take off, and he won't get a throw. So the runners at second and third. Westby Coon Valley threatening here in the first. 2-0 the count. Ken, when you get the opportunity, list us the umpires for tonight's game.
Oh, sure.
There's a ground ball hit to the second baseman. Locken is not able to field it, and that's going to go down as an E4.
Vernon Dane's behind the plate with the balls and strikes, and Nick Betts out on the base pass, and we're going to have a very quick timeout here right away, Chuck, so let's take that timeout ourselves and see some of those sponsors. Well, back we come here. The discussion probably a little short, but probably direct.
This is Cale Griffin batting now. The runner's at first and third. The runner at first is going to take off. The throw down. And
my
nobody's covering. Well, that wasn't covered on the...
Wow.
Wow.
Not on that discussion, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Well, Bangor just handed Westby Coon Valley a run.
And Dempsey now at second. Griffin batting. Pitch is outside. We're right at that time of day, too, for me to read that scoreboard out there is a little tough sometimes with that sun shining bright on it.
What is the score?
2-0.
2-0?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can tell that they added that bottom part of the board, and the lights are different there, too, because the pitching numbers show up very nicely. There's a called strike on Griffin. There's a fly ball out towards left center, and it's going to be to the left fielder, Landon Phillips, making the catch for out number 2.
Well, good contact there by Cale Griffin, but he would obviously like to have seen that ball down just a little bit more.
And it's going to bring up Gavin Larson, number 14, the second baseman. The runner on second. That's Bodie Dempsey. Pitch out of the strike zone. And that'll be a called strike on Larson. Count at 1-1. 2 outs. Popped up on the right side. That son is a son of a gun.
Yes, it is.
And another run will score.
Wow.
And you could just tell the first baseman had no idea where that was at. That's going to have to go down as a hit. But field conditions, no wind. That sun is definitely going to be a problem for everybody on the right side of the infield here for another inning or so. Going to bring up Lucas Bendel. Bendel, the right fielder, number 11. Field in real nice condition. Two outs, 3 runs already across here for Westby. The runner takes off, and the throw down to second. And the runner's going to get in there.
Oh, we might have a little timeout here. That was second baseman
Aaron Locken.
He might have rolled his ankle just a touch there. Trying to reach back to get the ball. He says he's all right. Thanks to Shane Nottestead at Zip Stop with 7 convenient stores in the area. And, of course, the Westby store, the corporate facility.
Runner on second base now, 2 outs to Bendel. And Bendel takes a late, quick swing at the ball and misses.
And we want to remind you to take home that country goodness. It's the Westby Co-op Creamery, their convenience store, downtown Westby, open 7 days a week.
It's a ground ball hit towards the shortstop. Horseman, he's got it. He fires on over to Boers at first for out number 3. But 3 runs across here for Westby Coon Valley in this first inning.
Picking up a 3-0 early lead. We'll be back with more here after this.
All right, the home half of inning number 1 will be Samuel Kropp, Eli Tucker, and Chase Horseman here for Bangor to lead things off. Westby up 3-0 after the top half of the first. On the mound is Bo Militinovic. And behind the plate is Ben Rathel. Give you the rest of the defense here. I don't know if I did that in the top half of the inning or not, but Cale Griffin is at first. Gavin Larson is at second base. Connor Butzler is playing shortstop, and the third baseman is Blake Sutton. Samuel Kropp batting. Kropp, center fielder. Boy, he made some nice plays yesterday in that game against Viroqua.
So fast.
But he's a running back.
Yeah.
On the football team. Swung on a missed. Count at 1-2.
Well, you can imagine if he ever got out in the open, look out.
Ooh.
Breakaway speed for sure. Powerful built young man.
Yes, he is. Just finished his junior year in high school. The 1-2 pitch going to be just a little bit high. The outfield for Westby Coon Valley, Bodie Dempsey is there in left, Devin Nedlin in center field, and Lucas Bendel in right. Their pitch is taken high. 2-2. Ball foul off the third base dugout. Count full to Kropp. And on down to first is Kropp.
Thanks to the Westby American Legion, they remind you they're always looking for new members, and of course a great organization of men and women to help those coming back from service. Appreciate the Westby American Legion.
Eli Tucker batting now. Number 8, pitcher. Runner at first, Samuel Kropp, nobody down. Home half of inning number 1. Called strike. Really nice crowd here this evening. A little early yet for this game, but we'll see if I'm sure a few more are going to filter in as we move along. Some getting ready for the last game of the day also.
Yeah, 8 o'clock start for Viroqua and Bi-State.
Strike 2 on Tucker. 0-2 the count. Nobody out. Runner at first. Runner at first takes off. And the batter is out, Tucker. An uncontested stolen base.
Ben Rathel tagged Eli Tucker, though he didn't have to because first was occupied, even though he was stealing. He could have just, and he realized it too. He looked over at the coach and went, he kind of that throwing motion like, yep, I should have thrown it.
Oh, good job there by Rathel. Keep that ball in front of him. This is Chase Horseman batting now. There's shortstop, number 7.
I think Rathel has been probably one of the more improved catchers in the area. His growth has been just unbelievable, considering he's only a sophomore. You go back, when he was a 7th and 8th grader, and now here he is varsity material.
Mm-hmm. Pitch is just outside. The count at 2-0 to Horseman. Count at 3-1. There's a line drive to left field. It's going to be a base hit. Rounding third and coming in to score is Kropp. So Horseman with an RBI.
Thanks going out to WCCU Westby Co-op Credit Union with 9 convenient banks around the area.
It's going to bring up Bryce Anderson with 1 out. Anderson takes a called strike. Anderson, number 21, playing right field tonight. Strike 2.
He really wanted that swing back.
Runner on first gets a short lead. Pitch bounced in from Milutinovic. And they count at 1-2. Another one bounced in. The count now at 2-2. This one's going to get away from the catcher. Horseman down to second.
Horseman is a pretty fast young man for his size, and not that he's, he's just a big, strong kid.
Pitch to Anderson. It's fouled back. Count is full. Runner on second. Horseman, 1 run across already for Bangor. And that pitch is outside for a ball. Anderson will take the walk. So now runners at first and second. Bring up Brock Boers, number 5, the first baseman. Boers looks down to coach. Shakes his head, okay, I gotcha.
Your 5-star golf course right here in Vernon County. It's Viroqua Hills, south side, here on Highway 14.
Pitch is outside. One down, runners at first and second. Pitch is high, 2-0.
Well, check out tonight that VFW Friday Night Fish as Coach John Hamilton comes out. He's going to talk things over with Milutinovic, but thanks to the VFW, boy, a terrific place to go for that Friday Fish. Back with more in a moment. Well, a kind of short discussion out there by Coach Hamilton, and we're ready to rock and roll.
All right, and it's Boers at the bat. And the count now moves to 3-1 to him. Bryce Anderson, the runner at first. Chase Horseman, the runner at second. Again, 1 in, 1 out here in the first. And there's a called strike on Boers. There's a called strike. I might have said that incorrectly. I couldn't read the board real well, but I believe it's now 3-2. And there's a walk. Back-to-back walks. 3 walks and a hit in the inning for Bangor, and this is going to bring up Tyler Meyer with the bases full. Meyer, the catcher. Called strike on Meyer. That one just misses. Count at 1-1. Ground ball hit to the shortstop. Shortstop to second for 1 and on to first. And a scoop made over there by Cale Griffin. And that's a double play.
That was a great scoop by Griffin because that ball came up high and he had to kind of take that right arm and make a little adjustment, but he came up with it for the big out. Well, we will go. What's the score, Chuck? 3?
I got 3-1, I think.
3-1. Wow. Great game coming up here, folks. Back with more after this. Well, thanks to a couple more of those sponsors. One of them, Vernon Acres, as well as Vernon Manor, both the facilities under the eye of Amanda Huff. We appreciate the support. And, of course, located on the north side of Viroqua.
Top half of inning number 2, it's going to be Ben Rathel, Blake Sutton, and the top of the order for Westby. Westby with a 3-1 lead after 1. Eli Tucker back on the mound for Bangor. Pitches the ball. Behind the plate is Tyler Meyer. Brock Boers at first. Pitch, there's a ground ball. It's going to get past the pitcher Tucker into center field for a base hit.
Boy, talk about a CNI single just above the outstretched arm of Tucker.
Going to bring up Blake Sutton, the number 9 hitter in the order here for Westby Coon Valley. And then back to the top of the order. Runner gets his lead back in on the safely from the throw by Tucker. Chase Horseman is the shortstop. Nolan Mitchell playing third. And again, Aaron Locken there at second. Another pickoff attempt. Landon Phillips in left. Samuel Kropp in center field, and Bryce Anderson over in right.
Chuck, to be honest with you, I don't know if I've seen Ben Rathel steal a base this year.
Well, he's got a bunt. The bunt right back to the pitcher. The pitcher will throw it to shortstop covering second, and that will be an out. And back to the top of the order. It'll be Devin Nedlin. Nedlin singled to right and scored back in the first. Quick toss over to first by Tucker. Sutton back in safely.
Well, for over 75 years, Vernon Electric and Richland Electric both have been supporting area events, as well as bringing you affordable electrical energy. Appreciate their support here of our broadcast.
Foul ball. Nedlin 3 for 4 in yesterday's game. And 1 for 1 today. Nedlin will take that pitch inside. Count it 1-1. Runner on first. The runner takes off. Throw down to second, and the runner will get in there safely. Ball bounces away, and Sutton will move on over to third.
They almost had a chance for a potential score because the ball picked up and then dropped, but then retrieved by Horseman.
Runner on third now, Blake Sutton, with 1 out. A swing and miss by Nedlin. Count it 2-2. There's a shot down the right field line, foul. Out of play.
Well, you're watching all of our action on Vernon Communications Channel 14. Appreciate their help today.
Pitch gets away from the catcher, but the runner stays at third. I believe the count full. And there's a tapper back to the pitcher. Pitcher's going to grab it, and he's going to throw it to first, get the out. The runner at third stays there. Nice job by Eli Tucker.
Yeah, very nice job there. I'm a little surprised that they didn't send the runner from third.
I would agree with you.
Shortstop,
Connor Butzler batting now, playing shortstop. Butzler sacrificed in the first inning. There's a shot towards second base. Second baseman Aaron Locken will pick it up and throw on over to Boers for out number 3. No runs across here in the second for Westby Coon Valley. They still lead 3-1.
Well, we'll take a break and come back. More action here from the Park Bowl. Well, Tractor Central, another one of our wonderful supporters. Tractor Central, located between Westby and Viroqua, your local John Deere dealer.
Bangor coming to bat now. Home half of inning number 2. It'll be Nolan Mitchell, Aaron Locken, and Landon Phillips. First pitch swinging, popped up, and that's going to drop in there for a base hit. Nolan Mitchell, he couldn't have thrown that any nicer.
For sure.
Shortstop. pitch to him is going to be taken high. One 0 pitch. Make it 2-0. Two and 0. 3-0. Runner at first is Nolan Mitchik. Nobody out. We're in the second. Westby leading Bangor 3-1. Called strike. Locken. Bounces that pitch in. Locken will take the walk. Mitchik on down to second. Landon Phillips steps to the plate now with runners at first and second. Nobody out in the second. Bo Milutinovic on the mound yet. There's a bunt attempt. Foul.
Thanks to Thirsty Turtle, Cheryl and Mary helping out with the broadcast here today. It's a great place to go. Rest, recover from a long day at work. Enjoy all the items at Thirsty Turtle.
Phillips pulls the bat back. Count at 1-1. Shadow's starting to get across the infield now. Good job there by Rathel.
That was a beautiful scoop.
Count at 2-1. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. It's a called strike. Two and two. Called strike 3 on Phillips for the first out.
There's a wicked little curveball there that fooled him.
Back up to the top of the order, and Samuel Kropp. Kropp walked and scored a run in the first inning.
Comes Coach Hamilton once again, and we'll take a break. I don't know how many times you go out there without a pitching change. We'll see. We'll find out after this. Well, Chuck, we do have a pitching change after all.
Yes, we do, and it's going to be Gavin Larson now pitching. Connor Butzler moves to second as pitch is swung on, popped up. Is it going to stay in play? No, it's not. Going to go out of play. Connor Butzler moves over to second, and Milutinovic will go over to the shortstop. Milutinovic pitches an inning and a third and threw 43 pitches. Samuel Kropp batting. Once again, Kropp walked and scored a run. There's a ground ball hit towards third. Third baseman's going to grab it, and it's going to be called foul.
By standing right on the bag, too. That would have been a double play. You'd have thought.
Mm-hmm. Very well set up for a possible double play.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Count at 1-2 with one away. There's a line drive right to the shortstop. Milutinovic will get that and then step on second for a double play.
Well, they got out of the inning there as Gavin Larson comes in. Our thanks going out to Dr. Martin Midas, Thrive Wellness. Don't just survive, thrive. That's Thrive Wellness in Cashton. Back with more baseball action here. It's the Legion Class A Regional in Viroqua.
Top half of inning number 3. It's going to be Connor Butzler, Bo Milutinovic, and Bodie Dempsey. Okay, I messed up here, I think, somewhere. Yeah, this is Milutinovic.
Oh, they're going to call him safe. Nick Betts out there right away. He said, no, there was no exchange. It was a drop.
Okay, so Milutinovic will reach on a hit.
I think that'll be an error.
An error?
It was right in his glove, and then he dropped it.
I was looking at my book here.
Yeah,
so
I think
so
it's
going to be
it's
down at E. Okay. My fault as far as who was batting there, but this is Bodie Dempsey now. Dempsey, a line drive towards the gap in left center field.
Oh,
Milutinovic going around the third, and he'll be in safely. A double for Dempsey. Hit that one well. Good line drive. An RBI.
Well, that's where you wanted to hit it. There was a huge gap there, and that was a nice line drive shot.
That'll bring up Cale Griffin. Griffin is flown out to left field. Dempsey gets his lead. Pitch just misses.
Thanks to T's Auto Sales and Service, stop in and see Terry on the south side of Stoddard. Customer safety, #1 priority for T's Auto Sales.
Pitch fouled back by Griffin. Griffin playing first base, number 9. Fly ball out of play. Fouled back again.
Griffin had a nice shot in his previous at-bat. It was caught, if I remember correctly here.
Yeah,
but
to left field, yeah.
Yeah, but he really put good lumber on it.
Mm-hmm. Foul ball.
Thanks going out to Kelly Olson and outstanding driving school that he owns called Street Smarts Driving right here in Viroqua. Of course, he covers many, like from DeSoto and the Westby Coon Valley area, Viroqua. Does a great job.
1-2 pitch. Just misses. It's about caught the plate. 2-2. There's a high, long fly ball out towards right field.
A bouncer.
And it's going to bounce over for a ground rule double by Griffin.
That swing was a real easy swing, Chuck, and that ball just popped off the bat.
It went off that bat quickly.
Thanks to Swenson Doors, Southwest Wisconsin preferred overhead door company. Decades of experience, they can get your overhead door operational in no time flat.
Gavin Larson batting now. Larson singled and stole a base in the first. We're in the third. Pitches away. Count at 2-0.
I had to do a double take, Chuck. Nobody out yet.
Nope, nobody out yet. 2 runs across. Count at 3-0. Runner at second, Cale Griffin. The 3-0 pitch being delivered. Catches the outside corner of the plate. Three and 1. The ground ball hit towards the third baseman, Nolan Mitchell. And,
what happened?
Kind of an ole.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
I don't know which way they're going to score that one.
Right fielder, Lucas. Bendel.
They're going to go with an error.
Okay, he just olayed it. He just basically stepped out of the way. I don't know if he was thinking there's runners at first or second or what, but not sure. Runners at first and third. So Lucas Bendel batting now. Bendel grounded out to the shortstop in the first inning. And this is going to be a base hit for Bendel.
I think that's all we're going to see here as Coach comes walking out. We'll take a break, come right back with more action.
All right, we're back at it now. With Ben Rathel batting, he puts down a bunt. He may beat this out, but he won't be able to, but he'll make a nice sacrifice. And runners move up to second and third, but a sacrifice.
And just to point out, there was no pitching change here, folks. Tucker's still out there on the mound.
3 runs across already in this inning. There's a called strike, and Blake Sutton bats. Sutton reached on a fielder's choice and then stole the base. And there's a base hit by Sutton. Both runs will score.
Well, you wanted a line drive, and you got it out from that sacrifice. And now here comes the coach one more time, and I think this might be it.
To the top of the order here is Devin Nedlin. And he pops this one up towards foul territory, and it will get out of play. Nedlin, 1 for 2 with a run scored. We're in the third inning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already across for Westby in this third inning. Runner at first is Blake Sutton.
They're going to call a balk here, Chuck. I think. Or is he saying he's okay? No, he must be saying he's okay. All right. Vernon Danes came right out there, but he was nodding his head, so maybe it was all right.
The 0-1 pitch is instead going to be thrown over to first. Nedland just finished his sophomore year in high school, second team all-conference. He's had a good tournament so far, 3 for 4 yesterday, 1 for 2 today. And there's a ground ball hit towards the first baseman. The first baseman's going to bobble. And it's going to be an E3.
Well, speed will kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Second baseman, Connor Butzler.
Runners now at first and second. It'll be Connor Butzler. Butzler is sacrificed and out in the second inning also. Butzler just finished his junior year in high school. All-Conference Player of the Year for Cashton. 3 for 4 yesterday.
Thanks to Sealand's Carpetland, Tim Sealing reminding you that if you walk on it, they sell it. Downtown Coon Valley.
And Butzler with another hit. The throw is going to be coming home. The runners at staying at second and third, so
Shortstop, Bo.
Good job getting that ball in, too. That was Crop out there firing that one in.
and this is going to bring up Bo Miletinovich. Batted around here in this third inning has Westby. Already 2, 3, 4, 5 runs scored, and the bases are full. There's a called strike on Miletinovich. Ball down low, 1-1.
You know, Chuck, it had to be a little tough for Eli Tucker coming back out here after pitching a kind of an emotional part of that game last night, too.
Pitch is fouled back by Miletinovich.
Knowing that you're going to come in today and somehow you got to get geared back up is never easy.
No. Again, Westby has batted around in this inning. Miletinovich, ground ball towards the second baseman. The second baseman's going to toss over to shortstop for 1. And a run will score. Nedland moves on over to third. Butzler is out.
Left fielder, Bodie Dempsey.
Going to bring up Bodie Dempsey. Dempsey playing left field, number 21. Has reached on an error, reached on a base hit, scored 2 runs. From Cashton, 2 for 3 yesterday. Graduated a year ago. Bodie Dempsey. Runner goes from first to second. The runner at third stays put.
Well, a couple of RBIs sitting out there for Bodie. See what he can do here.
Count 2-0 on Dempsey.
Scenic Bluffs Community Health offering a sliding fee scale program for those that need high quality care. Well, it becomes much more affordable. That's Scenic Bluffs
Runner from
Community
third
Health.
is going to try to score on that wild pitch, and the runner from second moves on. Sorry about that.
No,
Ken.
that's quite all right. That was a good call. Jump in there. anytime.
Mm-hmm. Dempsey there now batting with a 3-0 count. He's going to take the walk.
First baseman, Cale Griffin.
Well, Griffin coming up, he smashed a double. It was a one hopper over the fence. Ground rule double.
Yeah, he hit it hard. Three for 6 in the tournament is Griffin. Graduated a year ago. He lifts this one towards shallow left field, but
Oh, nice.
nice grab out there by Chase Horseman to catch that for out number 3.
Had to do the basket catch, but he'll take it because they needed the out really bad. But 7 big runs coming across here for the Westby Coon Valley Bandits. They take a commanding lead. Now they'll look to play some defense.
For Westby Coon Valley.
Back we come here. Let's turn the mic over to Chuck.
All right, thanks. It's Eli Tucker, Chase Horseman, and Bryce Anderson. Leading things off here in the 3rd inning for Bangor. They find themselves trailing 10-1. There's a breaking ball, slow curve down to third. The third baseman, he's going to grab it. And a nice job there by Sutton over to Griffin for out number 1.
Boy, that had to be a rifle shot, and it was, in order to get the out. Thanks to Rural Mutual Insurance, Kevin Buskey Agency. Contact Kevin. Your insurance money stays right here in Wisconsin.
Going to bring up Chase Horseman. Horseman singled in his first appearance today. 2 for 5 in the tournament is Horseman. One out. Fouled back again. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled off again. Another foul ball. This is going to go over by the cars. Ooh. Misses. This time it's a ground ball right up the middle. Base hit here for Horseman. He's now 2 for 2 on the day.
Well, good patience and a good battle there. He comes up with the victory on that base hit.
Bryce Anderson.
Up now with a runner on and one out is Bryce Anderson. Anderson walked in the first inning. Anderson, second team all conference. Falls that pitch back. 1 for 4 yesterday. Finished his freshman year in high school and batting cleanup for Bangor.
That says something about the young man, huh?
Yes, it does. As he's probably going to have a nice high school career.
Uh-huh.
Pitches outside and away to Anderson.
Overlooking the Mississippi River, it's Rudy's Bar and Hotel down there in Genoa. Great place to go. Fun, friendly atmosphere. Not to mention the beautiful scenery.
Count it 2-1. Now at 3-1.
Gavin Larson in relief of Bo Milutinovic. Got out of a tough spot previous inning and now battling again.
Pop up. Who's going to have it? First baseman's going to make the call, and it will be Cale Griffin, the catch for out number 2.
There's what you want, Chuck, isn't it? Somebody to take charge.
First baseman Brock Bowers.
Now with 2 outs, Brock Boers will step to the plate. Boers walked. All right, first gets his lead. The 0-1 pitch from Larson. Swung on, hit towards third. Sutton. On over to first for out number 3. No runs across, 1 hit here for Bangor in the home half of inning number 3.
Proline Printing, well, the customers will take notice with your business cards, signs, and much more. 35 years of experience in the printing business with Chet Melcher. Right here in Viroqua. And our thanks to Nick Brigham at Peck's Corner out there on County D, just outside of Cash, and stop in there for great fun, dart league, and a whole lot more. As we come back, our thanks going out to Organic Valley. Appreciate their wonderful support. Keeping things simple and honest, that's nature's way of doing things. Organic Valley products right here in our own backyard.
Top of the 4th inning, it'll be Gavin Larson, followed by Lucas Bendel and Ben Rathel. Westby leads by a score of 10-1. Get top of the fourth. Larson takes a pitch for a ball. Going to be down low, 2-0 on Larson. Larson has a single and reached on an air and scored. Larson 3 for 6 in the tournament. Count at 3-0. A strike on the outside part of the strike zone. And that's going to be a down low. And Larson will start things off here in the fourth inning with a walk.
Well, the Bi-State Bulldogs, some of the players starting to stroll into the ballpark here. They will be facing the Viroqua 138ers. That game coming up at 8 o'clock. Ball games tomorrow, well, they have a little timeout here. Just a reminder, ball games tomorrow start at 2 o'clock, not 3, but 2. So an hour earlier than what we've had going on in the first couple days here of this regional action.
Thinking this through, some team will probably have to play 2 games tomorrow.
That could happen, yes.
All right, a wild pitch. Larson will move on down to second.
Well, the weird part is this is kind of a hybrid game. It's an elimination game if Bangor loses, and of course if Westby were to lose, then it's not an elimination game. So it's right now Westby out in front here by a good margin.
There's a swing and miss by Bendel. Bendel 1 for 2 today. A single, a run scored, 3 for 6 also in the tournament. Runner on second is Larson. See that pop up out towards second base. Who's going to take it? And it's going to be the shortstop, Horseman, going over and taking it on the second base side of the infield, the pop up.
Thanks to J&R Surplus Quality Military Products. Be sure to go to J&R Military Surplus in DeSoto. Give them a call, 608-648-2112. They're open Thursday through Sunday from 10 a.m.
Yep.
to 6 p.m. I better get that in there.
No problems. Ben Rathel batting now. Going to take a pitch, and that will be now 2-0 to Rathel. Rathel has a base hit and a sacrifice. Ground ball hit towards third. Third baseman's going to grab it, toss it on over to first, and Rathel's going to be able to beat that out.
Well, that was great hustle there by Ben. He did not give up on that run.
Third baseman, Blake. Second.
Larson moves on over to third on the throw. Catcher giving the indication of what he wants to do here on the first and third situation. Popped up towards the right side of the field, and second baseman Aaron Locken will make the catch for out number 2.
Center fielder, Devin Nedlin.
To the top of the order, and it'll be Devin Nedlin. Nedlin, his fourth plate appearance. We're in the fourth inning. Nedlin has scored 2 runs. Reached on a hit and an error, and grounded out to the pitcher also. Four for 6 batting in the tournament. second team all-conference player, just finished his sophomore year in high school. Pops this up down the third base side, and that'll be a nice inning here for Bangor's defense, as no runs are going to be scored for the back-to-back innings. No, they had scored 7.
We'll come back with more. Our thanks to Nordic Lanes, a proud sponsor of today's event. Remember bowling season? Well, you know what? That is coming up. It's just around the corner. Be sure to give Scott and Sue Sordahl a call if you'd like to be on a team or maybe support a team. Sponsor one. That would be good too. 634-4000.
Dr. Jerry Johnson, chiropractor, with over 18 years of experience serving the tri-state area. Have your next chiropractic exam with Dr. Jerry Johnson, located on the south side of La Crosse. Chiropractic care for the whole family is Dr. Johnson's focus, regardless of your age. Chiropractic care can enhance one's ability to fight off many afflictions.
We come here. We've got a really, it's kind of an interesting ball game here, Chuck. 10-1 score, a little bit surprising.
Yeah, I thought it would be more like a 5-4 ball game
Uh-huh.
right now, but it's Gavin Larson back on the mound here for Westby Coon Valley. At the bat is Tyler Meyer. He'll be followed by Nolan Mitchick and Aaron Locken.
I lost the bet, didn't I, too?
Yes, you did. That's right. Yeah, we had a bet as to how many runs are going to be scored this game, and I posted the number of 10, and Ken took the under.
Yeah, what a mistake.
So,
But it's kind of, I'm like in your boat. I thought it was going to be one of those nip and tuck games, you know.
Yeah. Well, and it may be at 2, but it'd be if it is, it's going to be more like a 12-11 game. Or
There you
something
go.
like that, probably. There's a fly ball by Meyer out towards left center field, and it's going to be the center fielder, Devin Nedlin, with the catch. Out
Yeah.
number 1 in the 4th.
He just kind of sauntered over there and a nice little lope and is able to get that picked up without too much trouble. O'Reilly Auto Parts helping us out today. We appreciate Bill Klemick and all of his 13 Baker's Dozen Auto O'Reilly Parts stores helping to bring you today's ball game.
Nolan Mitchick batting now. Mitchick has singled in his previous plate appearance. Again, Ken said, the score at 10-1. We're in the bottom half of inning number 4. There's a ground ball hit towards the second baseman, Butzler. Gonna bobble. And that will be an error.
Took that one right off the right chest here. Tried to recover, but came up short.
The Aaron Locken batting now. Locken reached by a walk in the second inning. And there's the called strike. 1 out. Runner on first. Nolan Mitchick gets his lead. Count now 0-2 to Locken. There's a strikeout. Gavin Larson on the mound for Westby.
He's really done a nice job coming in for relief look of things.
He has. This came in after an inning and a third by Milutinovic. Pitch on the lower outer part of the strike zone to Landon Phillips. Phillips struck out in his first appearance. And he's down now. Wait a minute. This is Caleb Hammersbach, excuse me. He fouls that back. Hammersbach 0 for 1 yesterday. First appearance at the plate today. Got pitched for a ball. Count at 1-2 with 2 outs. And that'll be a called strike 3. We go to the 5th, 10-1, Westby Coon Valley over Bangor.
Dr. Jerry Johnson, chiropractor on the south side of La Crosse, reminding you, improving your spinal function, nervous system, and your body's own restorative powers. Well, chiropractic care can do the job. Dr. Jerry Johnson, La Crosse. And our thanks to Hopkins & Hopkins Law Office, George and Stephanie. Experience, integrity, and knowledge of law are in your favor with Hopkins & Hopkins. The Fraternal Order of Viroqua Eagles, Post 2707, reminding you that they have a great facility when it comes to banquets, receptions, birthday parties, whatever you might be looking at, graduation parties as well, right here in Viroqua, downtown.
Leading things off for Westby Coon Valley here in the 5th inning. It'll be Connor Bussler. He'll be followed by Bo Milutinovic and then Bowdy Dempsey. Westby up 10-1. Again, top of the 5th. On the mound is Aaron Lochner. Locken, excuse me. Can't read my writing here. Butzler down to first with a walk.
Shortstop, Bo Milutinovic.
So that was Drew? Or was that Connor?
Connor.
Almost looked like Drew running there. I'm going to have to give those boys a hard time. They must be family.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty certain that was Connor. That pitch, well, and the Locken, he's down.
Well, we'll take a break here. I'm not sure what happened there.
I don't know, but as soon as he threw it, he grabbed a hold of his arm.
We'll take a break and come right back, folks. Well, back we come. Our thanks going out to another one of those wonderful sponsors, Link Buckles, which is Countertops by Design, located out there on Highway 27, just outside of Westby. Examine the expert craftsmanship that you're afforded when you go with the pros from Countertops by Design. Well, Chuck, just some weird stuff there. Unfortunate things going on. What did we see happen?
Yeah, well, Aaron Locken was pitching, and as he delivered his last pitch, he just immediately grabbed his arm, elbow, something or other there, and fell to the ground. And so he is out of the game right now, and he's being replaced on the mound by Nolan Mitchick. And then also into the game is going to be Gabriel Kropp. We'll get some of the position changes as we can get them. But we do know that it's going to be Nolan Mitchick on the mound. Pitching to Bo Milutinovic. Runner on first, nobody out. We are in the 5th inning. Westby with a 10-1 advantage. Popped up towards right field. It's going to be a tough play. That sun was not real easy here.
Right.
And so that's going to be an E9. The pitch on to second. And Butzler all the way to third.
Left fielder, Bodie Dempsey.
We got Bodie Dempsey. Dempsey reached on an air and scored in the first, doubled in the third and scored, and walked also in the third. And on base all 3 times. Dempsey graduated a year ago. There's a hard chopper. Nice grab over there by Brock Boers. We're going to have a rundown situation. The runners get back, but a good job there by Boers.
Boy, that was
Hard shot. Yes.
that was a blink and it was there.
3 unassisted. 1 out. It's going to be K.O. Griffin batting now. Griffin, 1 for 3. Deep fly ball for a double in the 3rd inning to right field. 3 for 7 in the tournament is Griffin. And pops this one up. Going to be a tough one. Well, the second baseman's got it. He's in the shadows, so he'll be fine there. And so F4, 2 outs. So after getting the first 2 runners on base, we've got 2 outs. And Westby up 10-1.
Eagle Title Company, Lori Holte, supporting the broadcast. Remember that she does business only in Vernon, La Crosse, and Monroe counties to best serve you.
Fouled back right into the chest protector of
Vernon,
the umpire.
Yeah, Vernon says, yeah, that was right here.
That's why we wear those. Meyer doing a good job as far as from a sportsman's standpoint. Walks out to mid-check, talks a little bit, giving the umpire a little bit of time to recuperate. And there's a ground ball hit towards the shortstop. The shortstop's going to miss that one. Comes up empty. And 2 runs will score. That's going to be an E6. Boy.
Right fielder, Lucas Bento.
12-1, I believe, the score now. That's
I think you're right.
7 errors, is that correct?
That very well could be.
Yeah, the defense of Bangor, nothing like we saw last night. It's a ground ball towards the first baseman. The first baseman's going to grab it, and he's going to step on first for the 3rd out. But 2 more runs across here for Westby Coon Valley. I believe the score at 12-1.
We'll come back, return here to the ballgame. Our thanks to Evinger's Equipment Sales and Service helping us out today. Quality sales and service. Be sure to talk to Mark, Todd, any of the family there for all your home, yard, and garden equipment needs. And you're watching today's broadcast on Coon Valley Telecommunications, Channel 14. We return here to the Park Bowl. Thanks again to Coon Valley Tax Service. That's Nan Jean Schultz helping us out today. Let her experience work for you. Looks like a pinch hitter.
Brady Reeves, I don't know who it is.
Uh-huh.
Reeds in for Samuel Crown. Top of the order. Home half, inning number 5, and Reeds will go down looking as for out number 1. Westby up 12-1, so can if they can hold him here or give up in just one run, they're okay.
Should be a finished ball game, yes.
Okay. Could be Eli Tucker batting now. Tucker 0 for 2. He got him down at 1 for 5 in the tournament so far. The ground ball hit towards third. Sutton over to first. Nice stretch there by Griffin, and that's out number 2. Knocking on wood as far as for Sutton's sake here, but he's played a nice third base here and had some nice throws.
Appreciate Coon Valley Dairy Supply. That's Larry Service and family. Stop in, check out all the new all-terrain vehicles that they have and much more. Coon Valley.
Chase Horseman here. He is 2 for 2 in the contest. 3 for 6 in the tournament so far. Has just finished his junior year in high school. There's a swing and miss by Horseman. Like he wanted to launch that one.
Can't blame him, I guess.
No, sir. No, sir. Fouled back, and we're at 0-2. Horseman needs to reach base for this game to continue. That pitch is going to bounce in from Larson. Larson's pitched a nice game so far, too, in relief of Bo Milutinovic. Milutinovic went an inning and a third. The ground ball to the third baseman, Sutton. And that's the third out. Westby wins by a score of 12-1.
Wow. That's a real nice ball game, and they beat a real nice ball team over there on the red side. Thanks to Citizens First Bank located in hardworking down-home communities such as Viroqua, Sparta, Viola, Trimpolo, Centerville, and, of course, in Holman. Our thanks also to Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op, John Maslevicek, and that great crew helping us out today. We appreciate their support, as well as Chaseburg American Legion Post 202 and Coon Valley American Legion Post 116. Central Express, that's Heather Olson reminding you of all the snacks, sandwiches, and hot food that they have in Central Express. And Megan Hemmersbach invites you to stop in out there on Highway 27, Pasture Pride. Well, I tell you what, Usto cheese, they have a huge sale on that, folks. You got to get over there. It's a fan favorite. It's $1 off a pound. You cannot go wrong with that. And real quick here, and we're going to take a little break, and it's going to be Cashton Farm Supply, Ernie Peterson and family since 1997. Cashton Farm Supply, known locally, statewide, and nationally as a leader in organic farming business. Back with more in a moment's time with the recap and Chuck Rasmussen. We return here, and let's take a look at, we've got about 3 more sponsors we just want to toss out there. Let's have one of those being the Bank of Cashton. Since 1899, the Bank of Cashton supporting the Cashton and surrounding area with sound financial support. Well, let's take a look at the recap with today's ball game. It was kind of a different game compared to last night, but with that recap, here's Chuck Rasmussen.
All right, thanks, Ken. Bangor loses this by a score of 12-1. 1 run on 3 hits for Bangor. Chase Horseman with 2 of those hits. For the winning Westby Coon Valley team, they win by a score of 12-1. 12 runs on 10 hits, and here's an oddity, Ken. Every one of the Westby Coon Valley batters got a base hit, except for Ben Rathel, and he got 2 of them. So that's not real usual. But Westby wins by a score of 12-1, and that's back-to-back 5-inning games for Westby too.
Yes,
so that might help them out from a pitching standpoint also.
You know, that's an excellent point because when you're in a regional and, of course, when you're in a state tournament, the big thing is it's all about pitching. Mm-hmm. You need 2 or 3 solid pitchers, and you need those that can come in a close-up kind of an area or a long, how do you want to say that, like a long
relief?
Long relief, yeah. I mean, that's really what it kind of comes down to. And, well, speaking of long relief, Gavin Larson did that today.
Yes, he did. He pitched 3 2/3 and did an excellent job. So,
well, we hope you enjoyed watching this Western Wisconsin video production of Viroqua Legion Class A Regional Baseball Tournament action. It was a good one here. 12-1, your final score here, with Westby Coon Valley, the Bandits, winning over Bangor Post 40. For Chuck Rasmussen, I'm Ken Manning saying stay tuned. We'll have more baseball action coming up. The 138ers of Viroqua and Bi-State Bulldogs at 8 o'clock. We'll see you then, right back here at the Park Bowl on the Diamond.